The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has set the minimum cutoff mark for admission into Nigerian universities at 150 for the 2024-2025 academic session. This decision was reached during the 2025 JAMB Policy Meeting held in Abuja. The meeting was chaired by the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, and attended by Vice Chancellors, Rectors, Provosts, and heads of key regulatory agencies. It was agreed that while 150 is the minimum score required for university admission, candidates seeking entry into polytechnics and colleges of education must have a minimum score of 100. JAMB Registrar, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, emphasized that those scores represent the lowest permissible thresholds and no institution is permitted to admit candidates who fall below them.
Policy, you cannot take below it, but nobody can take below the minimum that we decide here. No institution will be allowed to recommend or admit any candidate who is below the minimum admissible here.
In his remarks, Dr. Alausa urged all institutions to strictly adhere to the Central Admission Processing System guidelines during the admissions process. He also announced that the minimum age for admission into tertiary institutions in Nigeria remains 16 years.
To emphasize that all regulations established to ensure the smooth conduct of admissions must be strictly observed by all institutions and stakeholders involved to a central admission system. I reiterate, any institution, along with its head, that admits a candidate below the approved minimum age of 16 without meeting the stipulated nationwide conditions and criteria shall face appropriate sanctions.
Strictly uphold the principle of fairness, transparency, and merit in admission decisions, while honoring provisions for catchment area and other legal affirmative action policies.
Other heads of education agencies commended JAMB for its continuous innovations aimed at ensuring a smooth and transparent admission process.
We can be the body that will bring in all of these people, our students, into an environment where we can teach them short-term courses that gives them the ICT training that they need to compete globally. Admission officers who encourage circumvention of caps and give fake admission to students and make them spend years in tertiary institutions to also be persecuted. And as chairman of Senate Committee on National and Cybersecurity, we will look at a way of criminalizing fake admission process.
As the policy meeting concludes, all institutions are expected to implement their admissions in line with the approved guidelines and submit their list to JAMB for centralized processing. CNN News.